Well, well, how are you doing, chat? How are you all? There's 46 of you here. Welcome. I have this. Here's what we did last time, look. Hold on, let me move my screen around a bit so I can see. How are my volume levels? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm not deafening you. You can hear me, you can hear the music. Is everything good? Everything good? Look, here's my hand. Here's my graphics pen. Here's my shortcuts. Because I used a lot of shortcuts. A lot of hotkeys. I'm good. Excellent. Excellent. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to whatever the hell today is. What's this? Yes, it is indeed the Dirty Pair. You're correct. Sono tori da. Right, okay. Volume's good. So, I've been working on this last live stream. Last live stream we were working on this, and this is how far we got. So, we got Dirty Pair, some Terminators in the background, some HKs. We still need to put in some kind of destroyed buildings and things in the background to make it look interesting, but I figured I'd get some colour in first so we can figure out what's going on. This is just the shading guide. This isn't the, you know, the actual colours. Sono tori da. Indeed. Yeah, yurushite kure. Ore no heta na nihongo da. Heta na nihongo yurushite kure. And what time is it here? It's 3 PM almost, so I've got to go out at 8 because I'm going over to Rick's place to watch some High Score Girl. High Score Girl. The anime of the season. But yeah, so we've got a while. We've got a while yet. So let's get some drawing done. I guess we'll get some drawing done. Have I played Sekiro? Shadows Die 3 times from the Cyber Leader. Excellent. No, I haven't. I don't have time to play games. Do you know a lot of Japanese words from anime like me? Yeah, that's how I learn. No, I went to uni and studied Japanese for 4 years, but I'm not very good. I'm not very good at all. They begin with K and Y. Like KY jelly. Kay and Yuri. Kay and Yuri. The Dirty Pair. The lovely angels. Right, let me show you first how we got to this stage. Because, as many of you may know or may not know, Team Otaking is myself, Paul Otaking Johnson, and Maki Ubermac, who's basically like the unseen hand behind the scenes. So here's my rough. Here's what I did originally. Like, it's super rough, as you can see. I didn't put the faces on or anything. I just thought I'll get the poses down. You can probably see that there's a few problems here already. So I sent this over to Maki. I wanted to get these poses right. So send it over to Maki because Maki's very... Actually, let me move this over so you can see it a bit better. There you go. Maki's much better at anatomy than me, so she fixes up a lot of that stuff for me. So I sent this over to her, and she came up with this. The red bits are Maki's changes and edits. So flicking back and forth, you can kind of see between, like, K was too big because she's on the same plane as Yuri, and it makes her look huge. So Maki moved her back a bit, changed things up a bit, sent that back to me. I implemented it like that, so that was looking a bit better at that point. And so then I sent that to Maki. She changed K down a little bit, added some boobage to her, added a bit of rubble at the front here to kind of break it up a bit. So that was looking good. So then I started putting some shades on. real basic shades, and sent that to Maki. So here's the shading isolated. So I sent that to Maki, and if you flick between the two, you can see how Maki changed it a bit. On the leg here, for instance, and on the face here. So basically, a lot of back and forth. I don't just draw stuff and start colouring it. A lot of back and forth goes on between me and Maki, Maki over at quality control. and yeah, that's basically where we've got to. So thank you to Maki for that. She does that kind of stuff all the time. Like every frame of animation, pretty much, she checks. So if you like how it ends up, that's thanks to Maki, because it would have we'd have ended up with a huge ass K if it was me, a huge ass K and some dodgy shading. So yeah, I'm thinking, what should we do? Let me think. This was a pretty impromptu stream, so I haven't got my shit together. So forgive me as I gather my thoughts. I reckon maybe Sneak, you're here. Hello. How's it going? Indeed, yeah. You gotta name your files correctly. The file name ends with blah. I should probably bring the chat window up. Oh shit! What am I doing here? Let me bring the chat window up a bit so you can see. Oh! I'll bring it up to there so you can see me highlighting messages. Should we put some colours on the girls first, or should we try and like get some colour into the background? It's your choice, chat. It's your choice. I'll give you a moment to decide. What do you reckon? Background, yeah, it's probably for the best, isn't it? Getting some colour in the background. Yeah, alright. Alright. Well, thank you. Let's at least slap some like temporary colours into the background. Right, so I've got that on a different layer down here. Let's try and, you know, match the Terminator 2 colour palette. And yeah, alright. I just need to see what I'm doing a little bit better though. Yeah, a little bit brighter I think. Let's start slapping colours in. Can't say better than that, can ya? Slapping colours in. Can you make a Transformers and G.I. Joe drawing or animation? I really want to do a short, like 30-second, super detailed, like super highly shaded Decepticon short. Doesn't even need any talking or anything. I just want to see. You know how I did the Star Wars one, which is what if the rebels didn't have plot armor, basically. I want to do a what if the Decepticons weren't in a children's cartoon and could actually wreck shit. That kind of thing. See them at their full power. If they weren't, you know, on a kids show where they had to lose. Are you funded by what you're doing? Yeah, I'm funded via Patreon. So, link in the description below if you want to go check it out. There's a lot of bonus stuff over on Patreon. A lot of all the behind the scenes stuff gets posted up there. A lot of resources, animation tutorials, that kind of thing. If that sounds like your cup of tea. Indeed, yeah. It seems everyone's 80s here, aren't they? Did you learn to emulate 80s cell? How did you learn to emulate 80s cell anime art so well? I'm interested in learning the style. Honestly, I have a folder let me show you it. I do this every stream. I should probably stop doing this. Reference art. So I've got a bunch of reference folders. So I've got one for face shading. I've got one for how to shade massive ships. I've got one for ship interiors, screen displays, cockpits, organic stuff. And so for instance, face shading, it's just full of shaded faces, really well shaded faces. Every time I'm watching an anime and I see some good shading, I screen cap it and stick it in my face shading folder. If I see a well shaded robot, I stick it in the mechanical folder. And yeah, I've just got a lot of references from a lot of different lighting sources. You fool! I mean, stuff like this is really good for when you're doing helmets and whatnot. Battle Angel Alita is a masterclass in shading. Everything's so, like, look at the detail on that nose. Holy shit. If I could make a Terminator movie, what would I do? I'd try and emulate the kind of stalking horror aspect to the first film. And, you know, the aesthetic of it. I mean, obviously, the obvious answer is just do a future war. Do those bits from Terminator 1 and 2 that are set in the future. Just do a future war with loads of lasers flying. Yeah, that's probably what I'd do, honestly. Just do some future war stuff. Star Wars kids animation. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. Yeah, I've seen some of them are quite good actually. Sometimes vaporwave, yeah. Sometimes a bit of vaporwave. A lot of retro synthwave stuff. I've got this whole playlist here of hand-picked Commodore 64 remixes. Because that was my first computer, the Commodore 64, and had a big impact on me. I do. Is that a noob? That's a noob. Or is it a net? It's not a net. I always get net and noob mixed up. Yes, I do know Akira. Akira is a masterpiece. A masterpiece. One of the greatest animated movies of all time. One of the best looking movies of all time. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculously good. Been wondering about that actually. I've been wondering. There's a guy that I follow on Twitter who does really good grain, and it makes his stuff look very, very 80s. So I might send him a message and ask him about it. I've lost pressure sensitivity in my tablet. Great. Let's see if we can fix it. Usually by going over to TVPaint and just drawing, because I've got pressure sensitivity in here, look. Usually doing that will kick it in. Yeah, so now it's back again. My tablet's having problems, sorry. My tablet has a lot of problems, it's old. Oh yeah, Dragon's Heaven's good stuff. Worst anime I've seen? There's probably quite a few, but I really do not like that reboot that they did of Bubblegum Crisis. I really don't like it. I'm not a fan. I mean, it's probably there's worse anime out there, but that and that Soul Bianca reboot that they did, you don't take really good stuff like that and remake it. Just, you know, remakes in Hollywood are bad and remakes in anime are bad. Just don't do it. Leave it alone. You're never going to be able to top the originals anyway, so just leave it. I haven't checked. I was watching one of his things the other day actually, whilst I was working in the background. Yeah, they tried bring some of the 80s style back with Cabanelli of the Iron Fortress, didn't they? And they kind of ruined it by sticking a load of CG all over the place, which kind of oh yeah, you're not wrong, Pablo, you're not wrong. I love Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I love it. No problem. Ask me anything. Ask me anything, Nubu. And I'll try and answer. I was in Japan. I was in Japan recently. I was actually in Japan recently. Eating all the katsudon that I could. So yeah, it's just kind of rough at the moment, as you can see. Just trying to get a bit of colour in, so we'll know how to get started colouring the characters, because obviously the background is going to affect that. It really is. Yeah, I mean, it's getting better, isn't it? It is getting better. Eating all the cats. No, I ain't no cats. Katsudon, the finest Japanese food there is. I'm not really interested in history stuff, so yeah, I just hung out in Akihabara basically. Mainly did game stuff. Went to the Gundam Museum in Odaiba. But I was in Japan for a year as part of my university course, so a lot of it was just, you know, hanging out in the old spots that I used to hang out in. I went to my old Starbucks in Shinjuku. But Maki was with me, so she made me try some interesting food that I would not otherwise have tried, because I don't like trying new stuff. A kaiju fight. Not really into kaiju. I mean, I'd sooner do big mechs, I think. Yeah, I was thinking of G-Reco actually. They did, I don't know what they did, but those lines, they used a filter on the lines that made them look hand-drawn, and I would kind of like to... Oh, what's this? Dimitri just subscribed. I don't know if Dimitri's here, but he subscribed. He's probably just watching the TIE Fighter video and just decided to subscribe. He might not be here. But thanks anyway. Thanks anyway. Sorry, it's early, I just woke up. I can't speak. They do go together. They're kind of like two halves of a whole, aren't they? Hello! Oh, you are here! Hey! Yeah, maybe I should. I was messing around with the settings on my live stream stuff, and it accidentally told people that I was streaming, so suddenly there were 5 people showing up. I was like, what? I was just changing my settings, but since people are here, I guess I'll stream. So this is completely unprompted. I'm thinking of maybe streaming later on tonight as well. You know, America times. Like I said earlier, I've got to go out to watch some anime, because it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is anime watching day. But when I get back, I'll probably stream about the usual time, which I can't remember, so I'm gonna check my own info here. What does it say? What does it say? It doesn't say anything. It's normally midnight UK time and about 8 PM EST, America time. So yeah, probably stream about 8 PM America time tonight. I'll announce it on Twitter and stuff. And we'll get more of this done. Into the Spider-Verse was pretty good. I saw it on the plane back from Japan, actually. I wouldn't have gone to the cinema to see it, but it was on the plane, so I watched it. Yeah, excuse me if I miss a few comments here and there. I'm just a bit engrossed in this at the moment. Don't worry, I'll get back to you. Oh no problem. No problem. Yeah, I do. I stream. For anyone in Europe, it's quite early, isn't it? Who's Donate Pull? Where's Donate Pull? Well, what's Donate Pull? No. Actually, yes. Thinking about it, yeah. I got invited down to. No one. Oh no one from Disney. No. This was before George sold it to Disney, and some guys on Lucasfilm. No, hang on. No, I'm talking out of my ass. It had been sold to Disney, and they were making The Force Awakens over in London, and I was invited down there to talk about, you know, how I did it and stuff. I think they were just like looking how to poach my techniques. And when I explained that how long it took to do, it kind of yeah, I didn't really hear much back after that. But it was cool going down there and talking to some Lucasfilm people. Pablo wasn't there. Pablo Hidalgo. Yeah, it was around that time, I think. Yeah, I started drawing late, which is why you can see people literally half my age much better. I started too late, unfortunately. I'd like to be a lot better than I am. Right, so that's kind of the front background. Where's the back background? I've got everything on layers to try and make it easier. Let's separate this out a bit. When did you arrive in the movie that you worked? Where did you arrive in the movie that you're working on? The Street Fighter one? Yeah, I did the Terminators by hand. I mean, I had reference photos open. Oh, so you mean like what status is it at? It's hard to tell because I paused it to work on this side project that I'm doing, because with Street Fighter I wasn't approaching it properly. I was just doing scenes like I was doing it like TIE Fighter, you know. I was doing whatever scenes I thought felt cool at the moment, when actually I should have storyboarded the whole thing from the start and worked on it, you know, methodically, like a normal real person would do. So I took a short break to work on a side project, and I'm using the side project to get my time management skills and my project skills up to task, you know. So the side project, which I can't really name just yet, it'll be a surprise, that has all been completely blocked out, storyboarded, scripted, everything done up front. And it's working rather well, actually. It's working rather well. So after that I'll go back to Street Fighter, and I'll actually do it properly. So it'll look much better. It'll look much better as a result. Again, just blocking in real basic colours here at the moment. Nothing too fancy. fact, I think we'll have a wall. We'll have a wall. Look, it's a broken wall. You can tell because it's all jagged. You can tell I'm a super pro painter. I'll show you how to do it. It's never meant to be zoomed in this far, by the way. You're not meant to see it in such a horrible state. I mean, look at this. What a mess. Yeah. So I've got my brush to do colours, and then I switch over to the pencil tool on about 40%, and that's how I blend the colours. Super pro. Super pro. No fancy special brushes or anything, just a brush and a pencil. That's all you need. You got all these fancy artists with their customized brushes and things. I do have a few. I've got like this. I got this one here. Wow, it's going all over the place. For if I want to kind of, you know, more gritty texture, we could use that on the wall, for instance. I don't think we need to, because I think the wall is going to be lost in some distance fog later on. Anyway, sorry, I'm losing track. Let me have a look at chat here. Maybe I started at a good time. I don't know. I just wish I'd started earlier and, you know, had anatomy and stuff down. Yeah, depression's a bitch, that's for sure. Don't worry, we all get loss of motivation though. What pencil tool do you use to draw, animate in TVPaint? Also, how much did it cost? I think it's a little bit expensive. It might be worth emailing them and seeing if they can do you like a student deal or something, because it is very good. It's TVPaint. Here's something that I'm working on, but yeah, I use this tool here, just a pen on stroke. I use it with anti-aliasing on, power set to 1, size set to 1, and the size is 3. Size is 3. And I usually use line smoothing as well. I don't know if you can see this though. Actually, yeah, you can. The overlay above it isn't blocking this stuff, is it? So if we zoom in like real far, line smoothing's pretty good when you're in betweening. Yeah, that's what I use in TVPaint. But today we're drawing, not animating. So I guess we'll get back to that. Not quite. I haven't heard of them. I haven't heard of these two. Are there any videos of you doing line art? I remember you mentioning something like that on an older stream. Can't find anything on Patreon. There's if you go back through my videos, there's one called Animating on Wands, I think. There's a live stream of me animating M. Bison from the Street Fighter film, and I'm doing yeah, it's all line work. Have you returned to drawing or not? No. Oh right, sorry, not for me. Terminators. Oh, among one of the best. Yeah, they really are. They really are. I was saying to Maki, it's amazing how basically they just did robot skeletons, and it's that simple. You've just got one of the greatest looking designs ever. I mean, obviously they're not going to look right until we get the glowing red eyes on there, but I'm going to do that later. Really? It's going to be much harder with the mouse, wouldn't it? Line art? It's alright. I mean, it's Netflix. It's Netflix, so it's, you know, Netflix is gonna Netflix, I guess. But I quite like Castlevania. And they seem to be picking their battles quite well. You know, they do 3 episodes of people standing still and talking in a library, so they could save up the budget to have that really, really good looking, well animated fight at the end. So yeah. No, that's the big mech film that I'm gonna do after Street Fighter. That one doesn't have a name yet. The side project, I'm not naming it yet. I'm not telling people what it's about. Aliens. It's totally not alien related in any way at all. I just want to get it out there, you know, and let people just release it onto YouTube. Well, obviously Patreon people will do a what is it? We'll do like a premiere. We'll do a screening for people on Patreon before that. Mech Anime Film 1. Within the next 6 years, probably. Clip Studio Paint is good, I've heard. Yes, yeah. The first animation project. Yeah, it was the White Chamber, a point-and-click horror adventure game, which you can still find around. You can search for it on YouTube, actually, and there's people playing through it. You can see my cringeworthy, terrible artwork. Oof, yeah, I don't use Adobe Animate, so someone else will have to take this question. Is she Ripley? Is who Ripley? What age did I get into anime? This was in the early 90s, and I was born in 78, so if someone wants to do the maths for me. It's 2019, it's current year, currently. Yeah, I know. It would work really well, just, you know, just do the James Cameron Future War stuff. Blue nighttime palette, lasers everywhere, nice pink and purple lasers. Yeah, no, that's been asked a lot actually, but I'm not really into Warhammer, so yeah. Not when it was released, but finally I got I borrowed, because I don't have Netflix, so I borrowed Maki's Netflix account and watched all of it on Netflix, and yeah, it's good. It's true. Believe it. Yeah, loads of Big Finish, I think unpopular opinion time. I think Big Finish is the only real Doctor Who left now. The TV series doesn't really do it for me anymore. But the Big Finish just feels like Doctor Who, and I mean Dalek Empire, come on. Talk about things that should be animated. Full on Dalek Empire animation would be fantastic, because the audio's already there, the audio's already done, the sound effects are already done, all the voice acting's done, you just need someone to animate it. Most of the costs have already been laid out. I imagine licensing would be a problem though, because, you know, Terry Nation estate, and you'd have to pay the voice actors again, because they were paid for, again, I'm only speculating here, but I'm guessing that they were paid for the audio drama, and so it wouldn't be fair to be like, hey, we're going to use those voices and now we're going to do like an animated movie or whatever. Like, you'd have to pay them again for that too. So, but surely it would be cheaper than, you know, doing it all again from scratch. But is there, and here's the question, is there enough interest? BBC certainly doesn't seem to think so. Is there enough interest in having an animated visual thing about Daleks if the Doctor isn't in it? Probably not for casuals. You'd have to be a Dalek fanatic like me. I don't think casuals would go for it, and that's where the money is. So good luck ever convincing the BBC to let you do it, I guess. Which is a shame, because I'd do it. Holy shit, I'd do it. but you wouldn't be able to do it without permission because it would just be an instant copyright takedown. That. Anyway, what's going on in chat again here? Yes, good picks. Really? Are they? That's a bad idea, surely. Like, it's going to be compared to the original movie, and the original movie has like 20 billion thousand pounds behind it. Like, it's never going to match that. They're setting themselves up for, oh, I don't know. No idea. Doesn't seem super exciting to me. I think they should just let it die in dignity. Indeed. Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna get them in there. Purple lasers. Purple lasers everywhere. I would love to do something Bubblegum Crisis related. Oh yeah, Metal Slug's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hey up! How's it going? When they're done properly, they are, yeah. And Big Finish do them properly. I'm telling you, if you're even remotely interested in Daleks, listen to that Dalek Empire. It's literally a space opera. It's probably like 20 hours long or something. I mean, it's really long, and it really just goes into Dalek headspace. You know, what Daleks are thinking, how they operate. They don't just move around shouting exterminate, and yeah, it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. Interesting. Well, I'll give it a look. Yeah. I'm a huge Ghost in the Shell fan, but I'm a fan of the original manga. I'm not really. I like the movie. It looks really good, but I don't like some of the liberties that they took with it, and everything after that was just kind of like, yeah, let's just bastardize the manga completely and take out all the humor. And I like Shiro stuff. I like the humor. You know, they really did do a great job of turning her into an emotionless robot in all of the anime adaptations, and she's actually very funny in the manga as well. Shiro has this really good mix of doing stories that are, and characters that are like philosophical and talk about philosophy and deep shit, and then the next minute they'll be doing like some comedy shit, and I really like that. Whereas Katsuhiro Otomo, not Otomo, I mean Mamoru Oshii, he's just all philosophy all the time, isn't he? It's philosophy and beagles with Oshii. Philosophy and shots of beagles. I've lost pressure sensitivity again, look. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's come back. It's come back. I have to sit really, really still because I've got a Wacom Intuos 4 graphics tablet, and it's old now. I've had it since before Prisoner Zero. I think I did that Doctor Who anime using this one actually, so it shows how old it is. And the connection's gone on the USB, so if I wiggle it even slightly, it loses power. Then the power comes back, and it's lost its pressure sensitivity, and I have to like restart the tablet. So I have to sit really still, really still. Let me know, chat, if you see me moving around. Let me know to be more still. Yeah, I think we've kind of got like an idea of the background in now, haven't we? So, so should we do the Terminators? Because if we do them, then that's kind of all of the background coloured, and then we'll know kind of how to approach doing the girls, I think. That's my Yeah, maybe should we do the Terminators or should we do the girls? I'll leave it up to you to decide. And whilst you're deciding, I'll read through a bit of chat here. Oh well, I mean, if Netflix does the unthinkable and actually does, you know, an original, going back to the original style of the manga, like the PlayStation 1 cutscenes. Good lord, if you haven't already, after this stream, go to YouTube, chat, go to YouTube and put in PlayStation Ghost in the Shell cutscenes and have a look at those. It's the only time that we've ever had manga, Ghost in the Shell manga authentic cutscenes, and it's fantastic. It looks insane. It looks so good. Yep, certainly is. Standalone complex. She still looked a bit boring. She seemed a bit boring to me. In that. Urotsuki Doji live action. Yeah, it'd be interesting, but you know, judging by how TV's going these days, it's getting more and more like degenerate, isn't it? Maybe give it 10 years and we'll have full on tentacle molestation on Netflix. So maybe. Orion's very good. I like Orion. Doesn't make any sense, but it looks fantastic. I really like the characters. Is this K is better than Yuri? I can never quite get the greater than sign. I'm a K man myself. Someone who's thinking about starting to learn how to draw anime, and have you ever been to Japan? I've been to Japan a couple of times. And Animated Survival Kit is a good place to start. You can even find PDFs of it online. But yeah, you know, don't get too fancy. My mistake was getting too fancy at the start. I wanted to do, you know, anime style explosions and fight scenes and big fleet battles and stuff, and I did all of that without learning how to do the basics, you know, squash and stretch, and how to do character movements and walk cycles or any of that. So yeah, don't make my mistake and do the basic stuff first and get that down. Yeah, it does, and I kind of wish it didn't. Like, I wish that I could watch an anime like a normal person and just enjoy the story. But I'm always looking at stuff, especially good stuff, and going, holy shit, did you see like the impact frames on like those machine guns there? That's insane. And I just wish that I could enjoy the machine guns, you know? Yeah, I think we'll do. Oh, the glows. Yeah, don't worry. I've got some Terminator reference. I've got some Terminator reference open on my other screen. I'm not gonna cheat you on the lasers. They're gonna be purple like they should be. Yeah, I've watched both. Love Kenshin. Trigun's interesting, but kind of lost it at the end, didn't it? My housemate is really into the Trigun manga, and she's always pissed off that they just ran out of manga and made up their own ending. And I didn't know that, but when I was watching it, it did feel like, what was that ending all about? And then later on I found that they just rushed it. So, you know, same with Hellsing. But later on they went back and did Hellsing Ultimate and actually did the proper manga ending, and it looked great, so hopefully they'll do a similar thing with Trigun. Yeah, M66 is fantastic. M66, let me show you a bit of M66, chat. Let me show you a bit of M66. Not too much, because I'll get they'll pull the stream, won't they? They'll pull the stream if this is watching anime on stream. You can't really watch anime on stream. Where'd this be in classic OVAs? Turn the sound down. here's all you need to know about M66. It has the greatest reporter. The greatest reporter you'll ever see. Look, I can still get away with it. You don't see anything. Anyway, she's researching her news story after getting out of the shower. Holy shit, I love Shiro artwork. Like, this is what Ghost in the Shell should have looked like. Just keep the original character designs because they're fantastic. Her room looks like mine, so, you know, appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. So she's going off to, you know, get a camera and stuff, putting all the stuff together, all the important things, and off she goes. She's got her priorities straight. She remembers that she forgot to put clothes on last, so this is all you need to know about Black Magic M66. One of the greatest one-off OVAs you'll ever see. And it has shots like this. So they've got this thing, they've got this like big magnet that'll keep the Terminator android away. And then you've got like rotating shots like this. I wish I could animate something like that. Like this entire scene in an elevator. It's pretty tense. It's pretty tense when you're actually watching it in context of the show and not just me flip into it and say, hey look, this looks cool. Imagine being trapped in an elevator with the Terminator like that. And you got no battery left on your Terminator repelling device. But yeah, I love shots like this. I love like full frame animation shots, background animation. It's really hard to do, so I really appreciate it. Anyway, I won't spoil it for you. Watch M66. It's only one episode, so one episode it's 50 minutes long. And it's fantastic. Anyway, back to chat. What are you up to, chat? What are you up to? It is. Oh, it's good and smooth. Yeah, well, there you go. Black Magic M66. There's your anime recommendation for the day. Also, I tell you what, chat. We haven't had a coffee break yet, and we've been going for almost an hour. Let's grab a beverage, because I'm sure it's hot where you are. It's hot where I am. Keep hydrated, is what I say. Keep hydrated. So I'm going to take my fancy Center Parks mug, and I'm going to get myself a coffee. I'll leave you with, let's see, how about this? I'll see you in a moment. Japan! I was told a million times, this is my way. Might you grow a little wise and live better every day. And I rode a million miles, and I still be where I started, ready for a smile. I sold a million mirrors, and I shop in alleyway. But I never saw my face in any window any day. Now they say your books are telling you you're a superstar, and I tell you just
CHR. Perfect.
Dreamcast! やった6段クリアだ。楽勝ね。
甘いぞ。いけ。7段、8段、9段。叩きのめせ。
ドリームキャストならではの通信機能で強い奴らが次々現れる。挑め、戦え、最強流道場で段位を上げろ。通信対応で格闘ゲームが変わる。ストリートファイター03最強流道場。
タプコン。
I'm going to kick Bison's ass.
I don't think so.
You'll have to do better than that.
Okay. Now, who wants to go home and who wants to go with me?
強いものこそ美しい。メガ伝説始まる。ストリートファイター2ダッシュプラスメガドライブで発売中。
カプコン。どこまで強くなるのか。ストリートファイター2ターボスーパーファミコンで発売中。カプコン。どこまで強くなるのか。ストリートファイター2ターボスーパーファミコンで発売中。カプコン。
My father saved his village at the cost of his own life. You had him shot as you ran away. A hero at 1,000 paces.
I'm sorry. I don't remember any of it.
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. Shoryuken!
アーケードゲーム最新作。スーパースト 2X。 超えられるか俺を。
スーパーストリートファイター2スーパーファミコンで新登場。
カプコン。
ついにゼロの時代へ。ストリートファイターゼロ
始まる。
カプコン。
この夏映画が戦いを超えるゲーム史上最強最大のスーパーハードアクションついにスクリーンに登場
Oh. Oh. I'm back. I'm back. I think. Am I back? Oh. Okay. We're actually back. Ah, yeah, here we go. Well, I've got my coffee. I'm gonna drink some. Yeah, I was thinking actually, yeah. I'm gonna have to make another one. I'm gonna have to make another compilation. Oh, why thank you. I don't know if I'm a lord of animation, maybe like a duke of animation, something a bit more low level. You could, but I actually really enjoy making them myself, so I think I'll probably go for it myself. Because it'll have to be themed for what I'm working on. And, but I can't really show you what well, I'm going to be streaming what I'm working on. I'm just not going to be streaming the aliens bits, you know, where you see the alien. So I am... Oh, really? Well... well, let's just forget I said that then. Indeed. Yeah, but don't worry. I'll be streaming tonight at 1 AM as well. I thought I'd, since I haven't streamed for a while, you'll probably miss me. And I know I'm very... I mean, I would miss me. So... Let's do a stream for the Europe time people and for the US time people as well. Why not? No, I appreciate the offer. What's Japan time? Let me check my clocks. I'm gonna have to full screen for this. What is going on? My clocks have stopped working, so I have no idea what time it is in Japan right now. Ah well, never mind. Let me set my playback quality to... So I'm having trouble watching my own stream, but hopefully you're not having a problem watching my stream. According to my data, I've dropped 0 frames and the stream health is good, so should be fine. How is the stream going? Chat, how's it looking? Have you had any like buffering issues or anything? Yeah? Looks good. Nice. Okay. I set it to, I tried a new thing, I set it to ultra high latency today, so apparently that's for I can get almost real-time interaction with chat and stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. Someone type something and I'll highlight it, and you can tell me when you see me highlight it. In fact, no, I'll watch my own stream and I'll highlight a comment and I'll see when it appears on the stream, and that'll tell us how much lag we have. Whoa, what's going on? All the names disappeared. Right, okay, I'm gonna highlight Morning Otaking by Suzaku 249. You just saw it? So, what, about 20 seconds then, I guess? Yeah? I guess about... yeah. It's not exactly instant like YouTube YouTube advertised, but I guess it'll do. Anyway, yeah, right, I'm gonna colour these Terminators and tanks and things at the background so that will leave the girls. So if I can show you here, so I've got the tanks in the background. Where are the Terminators then? There. Right, so I'm going to turn. You may have seen me do this before if you watched me streaming. This is how I shade. So there's the base colour. So I'm going to turn that into a mask. Then I'll select this. If you want to see what I've selected, you can do that. I'll turn that into a mask. Then the extra shade there. I'll turn that into a mask. And the highlights, which aren't going to be yellow. There we go. Yeah, we'll turn those into a mask. So everything's masked. So now I can select all, get rid of it all, and we'll colour it like so. Right, so there's a base. Here comes the shade. Oh, hold on. There you go. Extra shade. Highlight. What should we do for a highlight colour on Terminators? I mean, I know Terminators aren't blue, don't worry, but you know, it's the palette, isn't it? It's nighttime. There we go. Not so bad. What's your favourite, Terminator or the classic Cylon? Ooh, I mean, I'm going to say Terminator, just because the classic Cylons have an excellent top half and then kind of flimsy legs, don't they? But they have fantastic voices, though. They have fantastic voices. You've been shadow banned? What? What are you talking about? I can see you. There's no one here to shadow ban you. Like, I'm the only mod here, and I haven't shadow banned you. Can you even... What are the options for people? Wow, my Firefox is really playing up, look. So, yeah, nothing... YouTube 82 comments. Maybe that's the... Yeah, maybe that's the YouTube... That's the YouTube shadow banning. I hear that goes on at their end. Wouldn't surprise me. I should have restarted my computer before the stream because it's lagging a little bit, but I think we can get through it with the power of belief and friendship. We can get through it. We don't want these skulls to be blue. Oh, come on. Come on, stop lagging. My CPU's only at 14%, so that should be fine. I reckon it's a Firefox issue, but unfortunately I can't restart Firefox because I've got Streamlabs open in it, and that's, you know, doing all my streaming stuff. Yeah, I've got filters turned off. At least that's what I set it to. So let's try it out. Well, apparently I can swear. That isn't an invitation for everyone to start, you know, posting racial shit to try and get me demonetized. Not that my streams are monetized anyway. Oh, maybe it's yeah, I haven't seen anyone post links. Maybe I'll have a look. I'll have a look at the settings after this stream so that it'll be all right for tonight, hopefully. But people have been saying though that they've been having you know, words filtered and stuff when I've definitely turned that off at my end. So not sure what's going on there. Click on top chat and change to live chat. Can you do that? I shall do that later then. Thanks, Pablo. You're always the technical support guy. You've helped out a lot over the years. Oh dear. Ugh, you can drink coffee too quickly, apparently. Okay, go for it. Go for it. Someone try it. I did it, but it let me because I guess I'm the streamer. I mean, that's pretty strong stuff. That's pretty strong stuff. I think we might have to go over to D Live if you keep that up. Those Chinese lemons. That's probably why you weren't hearing about the hot singles. Yeah. That may well be why. Armoured Trooper Bottoms. Stream on Lively. Let me move some stuff around here, see if it helps us. See if it helps us out. Yeah, Firefox is totally frozen, so I think that's what's causing the lag at my end. You know, just the instrument lag. I'm trying to draw and it's lagging out a bit, but that should be alright. We should be alright. It shouldn't affect your viewing experience, I hope. Anyway, there's some Terminators. They won't look right until they've got the red eyes on, though. But we'll do that. We'll do that later on. Let's do these tanks. So, like before, I'll select that, turn it into a mask. Select that, turn that into a mask. Here's some R-Type, by the way. Have some R-Type music. I know you like it. Select all, delete, 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 delete. Okay. So now we should, if we're lucky, be able to just do this. Because I already had my shading sorted out. Yeah! Yeah! How about that then? They won't look right until they've got the spotlights coming down off them and the lasers and shit. Dark Energon Terminators, yeah. Imagine it. No, don't mess with dark energy on there. It never goes right. It's just not worth it. Just say no. Just say no. Mosazado! I remember you! Welcome back. Favorite aspect of animation? It keeps changing. For me, it's probably a toss-up at the minute between really good character animation and really, really well animated space battles. But yeah, I'm into character animation at the moment. There's hold on, do I have it? Let me have a look. Would I have saved it into here? Would I have saved it into? It's probably in animation reference materials. Maybe? Maybe? Maybe not. There's a short. There's a short from Genius Party Beyond that looks really good. One more time. Let me just have one more look. Oh, there we go. Torgin Kids. Have a look at this. See what you think. We'll stick the sound off again so we can just look at the animation. So this is the kind of stuff I wish I could do. Looks really mundane, but this is, you know, considering how a lot of the time anime is just a still person with the mouth moving. This is just like, good lord. And I find it easy to animate fights and stuff, but something like this, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Like, how would you begin, chat? What would you do? If you got a job, if you got an animation job and the brief was, alright, for literally the first 50 seconds, we want you to just have a girl moving around really naturally, just doing morning stuff, like, bloody hell, I wouldn't know what to do. Rotoscoping would be my guess, and I really, really hope it is rotoscoping, because if it isn't, if they're doing this shit by hand, then I'm really depressed. If it's rotoscoped, then that makes sense, because, you know, I could just rotoscope myself, but I try not to, because, you know, I used it as a crutch too much, and I need to actually get good at actually animating. But yeah, it's just all character animation. Look, I mean, it's only 13 minutes long, but it's all character animation. It's got ridiculous moments like apologies for spoiling, but don't worry, I'm flicking through very quickly. Check this shit out! Ooh! It's this run here that really got me, like, oh. I mean, if that isn't rotoscoped. But then, you know, how would you rotoscope that, though? I mean, I guess you could get a stunt person, but I wouldn't want to fall down some stairs onto my face. Here's one thing I hate, yeah? Here's one thing I hate. This digital blurring, this motion blur, I really hate it. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. It obscures the drawing. There's no need for it. If you want to blur, just do, you know, do smears like they're doing on the hand here. It looks perfectly fine. I just really look. They even did it on her hair here. Like, just lay off with the fucking motion blur. You can simulate it just by drawing. Like, the less filters on stuff, the better, I reckon. But that's just me. That's just me. It doesn't look rotoscoped, does it? But anyway, yeah. So that was Tojin Kit. 터진 게 what's this? It want I accidentally did a hotkey and it wanted me to save the live chat. I don't think we need to save live chat.html though, do we? Anyway, let's see what you're saying, chat. See what you're up to. I don't remember that, no. You could, and just, yeah, use that as reference. Yeah, Fire and Ice is all rotoscoped, and it's I mean, obviously it's ridiculous. It's so smooth to look at. It's just so smooth. Yeah, they never stop. They still do it. Yeah, indeed. Bubblegum. Yes, it can actually. I've seen some very good stick figure animation. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Moving swiftly on. So I think we've pretty much got our colour palette down, so we can actually start doing the girls now. I reckon what I'm going to do later on, but not right this very moment, is make a new layer and do some, you know, like a... Why aren't you... Oh, it's because I've got my mask. I've got my mask on! I forgot I had my mask on. And, yeah, make a new layer and do, like, some cityscape kind of stuff in the background here. Obviously a little bit better than this, but you know what I mean. But then there's not very much room at the back, so... And like, you know, chop bits out of it to make it look all destroyed and whatnot. Oh yeah, that's one of mine. That was like a concept test for Dalek Empire, which never got made. Whilst I was working in Australia for Planet 55, because you know, we had some contact with Big Finish Productions, who did the Dalek Empire story. It was like, oh yeah, whilst you're free, why don't you knock up like a little proof of concept and see if you can do like Dalek Empire in anime style. We'll show it to Nick Briggs and see what they think. But yeah, it didn't really go anywhere. So that's the battle as imagined by me from right in the very start of Dalek Empire, where you only hear it in the audio, obviously, but he's saying, like, you know, there's thousands of ships decloaking and they're on top of us and all of this stuff. But yeah, that will never really see the light of day anywhere, so you can only see that here in the live stream. Yeah, just some kind of, you know, background city stuff here. I'll clean it up a bit later. What's some of the inspiration for the space combat you've done? Macross, mainly. Mainly Macross. Mainly Macross, yeah. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. It's easy to do, like, something really exaggerated, like someone punching someone. That's kind of easy. And the eye will just be like, yeah, that's fine. But you can tell, because you look at people all day. As a human being, you look at human beings all day. And so you know if something looks a bit dodgy. If you draw someone walking, like, it's like, shit, well, that looks like they're limping, kind of thing. And if you try and draw someone, I don't know, yawning or something, or looking sad or whatever, it can look, if you don't do it right, it just looks really out of place. No, I haven't seen any of those. When you have the time, can you enter my channel and see my animations? I'll be glad to hear your opinion on my animations. Yeah, alright. I shall have a look later on. I'm talking too much and my coffee's getting cold. Right, okay, so I guess we'll, we'll do Kei and Yuri then. It's a little bit depressing that we got 57 people watching. Oh, camera slipping. I think we get less than that on America times, don't we? I mean, it's the quality, not quantity, though, isn't it? You're a pretty quality chat, all of you. I haven't. maybe, yeah. Maybe. Also, do you know what I haven't done once since starting the stream? I haven't saved once. Thanks TVPaint. I'm so used to TVPaint auto-saving for me that whenever I go back into Photoshop I just forget to save. Thanks Genghis Khan! I love your work too. That whole almost taking over the whole world thing was, that was some pretty good shit. You're voice acting, are you? I used to have, but TVPaint has, because I'm working pretty much in TVPaint all day, it's spoiled me. It spoiled me. Alright, well say hello to the class for me. Right, okay. So I guess what we'll do is, we'll do Kei and Yuri. I'll drop a basic colour in first. Music volume's alright, isn't it? I can't quite tell because I got it turned down a bit on my end. No, people were saying that I should watch The Expanse, but it was on Sci-Fi, and I'm gonna sound like a dick, but you know, it's Sci-Fi Channel. They've never done anything good, so I just stayed away from it. It was kind of a warning sign to me. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm always happy to be proven wrong. What's the track playing? It's in the bottom right of the screen, but it is Maniacs of Noise. I believe they're a team. They're a team of people who did music for the Commodore 64, and this is like a mega mix of all their different game music that they did. Yeah, I'll give it a look. Yes, see you again, Darkstorm Zero. See you, Space Cowboy. I like having two screens. I finally got two screens. So I've got my Dirty Pair image open on the left, so I know, you know, what colour everything is. I mean, I have a good idea what colour everything is, but you don't want to leave things to chance. Gonna have to do some manual painting, aren't we? It's always those hair ends that get you. I would like to do a Terminator fan film. Let's add it to the list. Let's add it to the list, because I've got currently the list is in order of production. Secret side project that I'm working on. That's 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes long, and I will be starting proper animation on that very soon and live streaming it. I'm just finishing off the rough, you know, the rough storyboarding and stuff. But yeah, I've got loads of animation done already for that, just rough. So there's that, the secret side project, and then the Street Fighter film. Then there's the big mech project, which everyone wants to see. Apparently, that's the one I get asked about the most. When's this big mech film happening? That's actually in pre-production now. We're getting the script and everything done whilst I work on this and Street Fighter. And then after that, will probably be 10 years from now, after I've finished all of that. And then I guess I do whatever I feel like. Or who knows, maybe people will, you know, really like the mech film and be like, give us a sequel immediately, and I'll just go straight onto a sequel. Who knows? Because it will be the first thing I've done that's my own IP. And I understand, like, believe me, I understand. No one cares about original characters. Like, when people start talking about their OCs, I switch off, you switch off, we all switch off. We all know. So I'm not under any illusions or false ideas that people will watch my original film and be like, wow, this is incredible, and really love my original characters and stuff. So if it goes nowhere, that's fine, but at least I'll have done I'll have done my dream project, you know, and then I can get on to other stuff. At the very least, it's going to have some really nice mech battles, like realistic in air quotes mech battles. So, and that's something that we're all hurting for. You can't really find them, not that easily. And whilst I was monologuing there, I've missed a bunch of chat. Let me just finish this hair, and then I'll check out what you've all been saying. Oh shit, no, there's a glove on one hand. Gun is purple. Alright, so there's the flats. The flats are done for Yuri. Let's see what's going on over here. Pro tip: animated survival kit is probably your best starting point. Have a read through that. Oh right, okay. Yes, actually yes, I will. But I've got to figure out like if I can pay them and stuff. Yes, yeah. People, that's the thing. Like, there's this artist on. Well, I'm sure he's not from Danboru, but his art gets posted up on Danboru. It's this Japanese guy, and he draws these two girls, and they've become like ridiculously popular. These two girls, and it's because he never says anything about them. He just keeps drawing these two girls in interesting situations, and everyone, you know, became interested in them. Whereas the way I mostly see people do OCs is they're like, here's my original character, here's the profile of it, and that's all you do. That's all they do with it. It's like, look at my original Sonic character. It's not in anything, it's not in any stories, but here's all this wall of text that I've written about it, but like no one cares. You have to do something with it, and then people might care about your character. You have to do something with it. Not really into comics, really. Not really into the superhero stuff. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to do my own stuff, but yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll certainly give it a go. My face, you can see my face. Oh, it's so bright that you probably can just see an expanse of white there. Yeah. No, I miss highlights. Well, yeah, stick with me then, I guess, because we've got the we've got the film, we've got the mech project coming up. Ah, when you fill up with the bucket, how do you deal with tolerance and filling under the line work? That's a good question. Hold on, let's have a look. We'll go over to Kay here, and we'll try filling in some of her hair. Where's my... oh, sorry. Machine froze up again there. Right, okay, so... I mean, we're zoomed into 200%, and the image is pretty big anyway, so it doesn't actually matter too much if you're working really big. Honestly, I would stick it up to 22. Stick the tolerance up to 22. And just keep hitting fill. Just keep hitting paint bucket. It's mostly working. It's mostly working, but yeah, you're gonna have to manually paint over the bits that it's missed, unfortunately. If you've got a mask, then you know you can't go outside the lines, so that's good. I do have a mask on. But yeah, I think working really big helps. But this is one of those things where I kind of I'm a bit jealous of vector artists. It must be so much easier working in vector. I know it still leaves gaps, but not as much as bitmap, I don't think. Holy shit! Yeah, I really should have restarted Firefox before streaming. It's so I'm like colouring, and then it'll just stop, and then continue from down here like 5 seconds later. So that's not the stream freezing. If you see that happen, that's happening on my end. Have fun! I need to shave. I need to shave. Yes, yeah. There's a very, very big difference. This is a postcard excusable gold for people on Patreon. It's going to get mailed out to people on the Patreon when it's done. Yeah, Kay looks like she's having a lot of fun. I look like a freak in that interview. Holy shit. Holy shit, my eyes were all over the place. I was like staring into the camera and staring off towards the wall. It looked like I was being held hostage or something. Yeah, that's why I never started. That's why I never started Warframe. How to draw Anime 80s hair? I guess just look at a lot of references of 80s anime hair. A lot of the time for hair, I reference it from real life. I'll like go to some like hairdressing website or something and see the latest styles or whatever. Or if you want it 80s, you can put in like 80s hairstyles or whatever. The trouble is you need to try and find it from all the angles. If it's going to be a character that you're animating, then obviously you need to be able to draw the face from all angles. So you got to find the hairstyle from all the angles. Yeah. Oh, I think everyone struggles with like, holy shit, how do I fill how do I fill my lines? This is really annoying. Everyone has that one. Auto in between? I haven't, but it might be an idea. yeah, I was pretty happy. Oh, there'll be mechs. There'll be mechs soon. Don't worry. In fact, there's mechs in this picture. There's Terminators, look. You've got mechs right now. You've got HKs. HK aerials. Anyway, skin tone. Skin tone. I'm going to have to zoom in close for this. That's basically it, yeah. A lot of hairspray. A lot of hairspray. Anyone with an armpit fetish? There you go. That's just for you. Anyone with a cleavage fetish? There you go. I'm hitting all the bases. Hitting all the bases here. This will appeal to everyone, surely. Thanks again to Maki for fixing up my dodgy anatomy. She doesn't just manage the Patreon, you know. She's involved at every level. Script, voice actor hiring, she does that as well. What's the noise in the... Can you hear a noise in the background? Because if you can, and if it sounds like a fan... Hold on, let me pause the music a second, we can check it out. I'm definitely seeing some noise on my microphone levels. There is a fan over onto my left. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Yeah, it's really hot. It's really, really hot. And I'm in the upstairs room, so the heat just rises up here. And it doesn't escape, even though I've got my window open. So yeah, I've got a big ass fancy fan, since we don't have aircon in the UK, annoyingly. So sorry if that's if it's really annoying, I'll turn it off. If it's like really, really just getting on everyone's nerves, let me know. Because I know it's not exactly super professional, is it? Oh right, yeah. They take a long time. They take a long time to do. But I will try and do more tutorials. I will try and do more, because I enjoy doing them. I do enjoy making them. More like TV static. Yeah, it must be the fan though, because that's like the only thing I've got going here. Damn, it's hot. And you know, I'm British. I can't deal with the heat. I'm not accustomed to it. I don't know what you're meant to do in the heat. Oh shit, when I was in Australia for Prisoner Zero, good lord, the heat! It was just madness. Same with summer in Japan, actually. I survived by just going from aircon to aircon. You know, you just kind of, like you're hopping between islands of cool. You just go from shop to shop, standing under the aircon. And that way you can survive. If I turn the lines off, I might be able to... Yeah! Well, that was a lot quicker than filling all of that in. Can I do it with this bit? It's filled a bit of a face, but mostly I got away with it. Mostly. That's very true. In the UK it is, I think 22 degrees is my ideal room temperature. And yeah, the other day it was, what, like 30 degrees outside? And so with the oven factor of my room factored in, it was probably more like 40 in here. But I've got a fan pointing at me. I've got a fan pointing at Pudding. Pudding's too hot, so she's that's why the Pudding cam isn't on, and you have to look at my hand drawing. Yeah, she's just kind of flopped out on the bed. I can't really show you. I can't maneuver the camera enough to show you. How can I improve drawing? Like terminate a different position? I had, let's see. Was it that? I put together a PSD of a shitload of references. So, like, there's my colouring for the laser later on reference. So it's all just, you know, really messy, just a bunch of stuff on different layers that I can turn on and off. So I basically just did life drawing from photos. And that was what I did. Just get a load of reference down. Where's the Future War stuff? Yeah, so this is the colour scheme we're going for. Which I can't really tell because we're too close. Indeed, that's how organised I am in all areas of my life. Your camera facing walking running is... Oh, in what, in TIE Fighter? Or in what's playing now? Yeah, walking and running is... I'm really not very good at it yet. I've been trying to get better at that, especially for the side project that I'm working on at the moment. I deliberately forced myself to do a bunch of walks and things. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at it. Just call it Cool Shit 1, Cool Shit 2, you know. Right, so I reckon, oh no, we've got to do this kind of ammo belt thing, haven't we? Just fill it in with the same colour as the clothing for now. Grab this purple. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Maybe now it will. Nope. Come on. I think that's the flat colours, but we've already got our shading on masks there, so yeah, what's going on here? Oh right, yeah, it looks like he's kind of river dancing towards the camera. Yeah, I am going to redo that one. I don't like how that came out. So what's the process? Do line work, flats, shadows, and lights, and then you start animating and adjust. Yeah, this is just a still image. This is going to be a... That's why it's not in 16:9 resolution. This is postcard size. It's going to be just a postcard that's sent out to all the people on Patreon. Was it hard to learn drawing without looking at it? Oh, without looking at what? I mean, if you mean like figure drawing, I should probably do a hell of a lot more of that. Much more. Right then, so I'll select all of the white colour. Let's see how we go. Oof, messed up a bit there, didn't it? We'll fix that in a bit though. Now I've got a highlight layer, but there's no highlights on this because it's already white, so it's as highlighted as it can get. We'll fix that boot up in a minute. In fact, what the hell, I'll do it now. I'll do it now, what the hell. Okay, skin tone, oh, hold on. So it's going to look a bit weird, but that's because it's like a nighttime palette. Once it's all on, it should look okay. And if it doesn't, we'll fix it. Oh, I forgot the highlight on the skin. There we go. Oh no, it was pretty easy actually. Yeah, I find it easier. I find it a lot easier. I think it might have felt a bit weird right at the very start, but I've tried it with like a monitor tablet as well, and it's annoying because my hand is in the way of what I'm drawing. Whereas with this, you know, my hand is never in the way. There's just like a little cursor and that's it. So I kind of like it. So this mask thing is working pretty well. There's still a few bits, look, that we're gonna have to fix up later, but for the most part, it's a big time saver. That's for sure. We'll do this gun. This super expertly designed gun that would totally work in real life. And any army veteran would look at and say, yep, totally legit. He's done it again. That crazy son of a bitch. He's designed a really legit looking weapon. Ah, that needs to be lighter, doesn't it? Yeah, everyone loves Kay. She's the best. She's clearly the best. Alright, have we missed anything? Yes, these yellow bits. And the purple bits, actually. Oh, what's this? Some Cyrillic text has just subscribed. Thank you very much. We need some kind of thing that translates the Cyrillic alphabet into like phonetic English. Question regarding a mech film, how do you feel about dubbing it in other languages? Shit. I mean, that would be tough, wouldn't it? Because I'm going to have it totally lip-synced up to English. Or, well, the Japanese girl speaks Japanese in it, so obviously she'll be lip-synced up to Japanese. So it would look really weird. It would look like, you know, one of those Godzilla dubs, because everyone would be all just like talking completely not with the mouth movements. So I mean, I'm gonna obviously get it subtitled in pretty much every language I can, if people wanna help with that. Alright, we need the highlight. Oof, this lag is really getting to me. This has never happened on a stream before, but it has been happening off stream more recently, and usually restarting Firefox fixes it, but like I say, there's a bunch of stuff on Firefox running right now that I need, like Streamlabs. Yeah, but it would look terrible. Well, it may not look terrible, but it would. They'd be confined by the lip movements then, and not be able to fit like natural speech into it, I think. So yeah, I'm not sure. People can fan dub it. How about that? I'll let people fan dub it. As long as they link to me and don't claim all the views for themselves and don't monetize it. This is an original film we're talking about though, so it'll probably get like 10 views as opposed to TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter got, what? It's on like almost 10 million, I think? Because it's Star Wars. Oh yeah, some of those manga UK dubs. I have an absolute shitload of tabs open on Firefox, but the trouble is I need them. I've got, each one is open for something. So if I close them... Yeah, it's okay, I'll push through it. Why did this arm not shade when the rest of the clothing did? That's strange. Just go full on white for this. You can't really tell, it's just too... Well, OBS is running fine, and it's only taking... Here's OBS, and it's only taking up, what, 15% of my CPU? 0 dropped frames, so pretty stable and nice. So yeah, OBS is fine, it's just Firefox is just really pushing its luck, Firefox is. I could close the live stream and I'll still be able to see chat, but I won't be able to see how many people are watching. Maybe if I pause the live stream replay, maybe that'll help us a bit. Try closing this tab and this tab. What's this? Talk amongst yourselves whilst I do stuff on this other screen here. I need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Oh, I'm managing to close quite a few. How to repair Wacom Intuos 4 USB port. I do need that. Don't need that. I need Twitter so I can keep up to date with the latest drama. Right, well, I've closed a bit of stuff. Let's see if that does anything. I have not. I do have a lot. I've also got Chrome open. Let's shut Chrome down. Been listening to Pandora on it because we don't have Pandora radio in the UK, so I use a I'm using like a anonymous thing, so to make it think that I'm in America, so I can listen to the Iron Maiden radio station. It's really good, Pandora, actually. Golden Axe, anybody? I played that at the weekend at the arcade. And I was terrible at it, because I cannot use an arcade stick. Games I used to be really good at, I'm just shit at. Yeah, it's a tricky one finding an arcade these days, but A really huge one just opened up, and I know the guy who repairs and constructs the machines. So I was playing a lot of House of the Dead 5 at the weekend. But I spent most time on Rolling Thunder, actually, the old side-scroller. But yeah, it's so hard because I'm just terrible with the stick. So R-Type, I couldn't even do the first stage. I couldn't even do the first stage of R-Type. That's just disgusting. But I was fighting the controls the whole time. I'm just not used to them. Can you double what? Double what? So we've got most of our shading in. It's just a bit messy because my masks weren't great. Clean that up a bit. Maybe not like that though. Maybe like that. Oh yeah, that's the Warframe animation. That was for Mashed. That was for the Mashed channel, so that never went up on my channel. So that's why you may not have seen that. Oh yeah, R-Type's ridiculously hard, but I mean you should be able to do the first level. That's just... I mean I know the enemy placement and everything. I just could not get the ship to obey my commands because I was just fighting the stick the whole time. Same with Rolling Thunder and Golden Axe. So I mean, me and Rick completed Golden Axe, but I used to be pretty good at Golden Axe, and I was just getting hit with the most embarrassing attacks because I just couldn't get out of the way quick enough. Because you need to be good at double tapping so you can do the run. And if you want to, if you want the most powerful attack in the game, you need to double tap to run, then jump, then attack, so that you swing the sword down. And I mean that's a lot of inputs for someone who can't use a stick. And with Street Fighter Zero 2, I couldn't even do a fireball. I mean, I did eventually, and I'm pretty decent at Street Fighter 2 on a pad. Are you painting lights as well? Looks like you're going down from lightest with 2 tones of shadows. It's three tones? So it's base tone, shadow, extra shadow, which is this one here, and then highlight at the top. So four tones. Yeah. The Dragon Ball game looks very nice. Four whole tones, indeed. Alright, so yeah, that's looking alright. That's looking alright. How long have we been going? 2 hours. So I'm a bit worried that if I keep going, there'll be nothing to do tonight. So maybe I'll leave it here for now, and then I'll be able to put in the lasers and the glows and everything later on tonight, is what I'm thinking. Which is a shame, because, I'm awake, I've got nothing to do, really, apart from, well, I've got animation to do. go and do more animation. Get another coffee. I'm really hungry, but I'm not going to eat until later on, so that I enjoy it more when I'm watching anime. But yeah, I guess that'll do us for now. For people who won't be awake later on, then thanks for coming out, as they say, and I'll see you next time. And for those who will be awake later on, I'll see you in a few hours, I guess. Tonight about 8 PM Eastern time, about midnight UK time. Not really streaming on Twitch at the moment, no. I seem to get more people on YouTube. What is your question? What is your question? Did anything come of your idea to draw on 3D scenes to make a more hand-drawn look? After watching, I tried machine learning to compose anime over 3D shows, but couldn't figure it out myself. Yeah, I'm still doing it. I'm still doing that technique. I'm still trying to refine it a bit. But most of the mechanical stuff in this side project that I'm working on is 3D models that I made myself. So yeah. All right. So, hello, and goodbye, because I'm just about to stop streaming. But if you want to come back later, I'll be streaming later on tonight. So, yeah, thanks everyone. Nice to see you all. Thanks for the questions. And, I'll see you later. Bye.